favor of this one? Some of you voted twice. All those in favor of this one? I hereby declare Professor Perot selected to be the representative of the department. Clearly his drawing is superior to the others, showing erudition, sophistication, so French. I have to nominate him for a teaching award based on that alone. The third item on our agenda is the dean asked me to identify any books written by the faculty that they could mention for publicity for the department. Where's Larry?
I am happy to announce my new best-selling book. It's called The Coming Intergenerational Earthquake. Some of you may remember my previous book, The Coming Intergenerational Storm. Well, so far that book hasn't had the impact it was supposed to have. So I thought I would go for something even more dramatic for this. The next, so far, I have correctly anticipated the earthquakes in Haiti, Chile, and China as being the direct consequence of the horrible intergenerational inequity in those countries. It is only a matter of time until the problems of massive debt and high interest rates cause the same disaster in the US. I have also expanded my special ESP software for financial planning to include a few special earthquake saving and consumption planning tool that tells the user exactly what to do in the event of an earthquake that destroys your home or office building. No more wanting for international aid and government decision making. With that software, you will know at time t what you do at time t plus 1. Both for you and your children. Please buy the book and the software.
I am happy to offer you a sequel to my last book, Understanding Poverty. It is called Understanding Misery. The French edition is known as La Miserable, also a musical version. Now, this book is an edited collection of essays on the condition of graduate students in economics. It brings together some of the top experts amongst economics professors on how to inflict pain and misery on graduate students. Misery is the central problem of econ graduate students. Staggeringly large proportion of graduate students live on less than 1 hour of sleep per day. Almost 1 in 5. If the misery line is raised to 2 hours a day, over half of all econ students are miserable. The miserables are not just cold and hungry, they are frequently confused, illiterate, prone to alcoholism and depression. They are exploited in their tender youth as teaching assistants, which deprives them of their opportunity to write a dissertation and invest in their future. They expect to be excluded from most respectable job markets and economist associations. They are vulnerable to predation of their meager ideas by their rapacious advisors. Misery limits awareness of their rights, their ability to access institutions. Worse still, they are often trapped in the situation year after year with little hope for release. This book combines the latest research on student misery, combining micro issues such as the circumstances of specific students, professors, departments, macro trends in great deflation, the duration of graduate studentship, search theories which argue that graduate students are really looking for partners, and multidimensional measures of misery that go way beyond the traditional measure of sleep per day, to include broader indices of inhuman development, such as illiteracy, ignorance, and life expectancy in graduate students.
Now that moves us into our fourth agenda item. I leave our Director of Graduate Studies to introduce.
I want to bring up the problem of the high rates of serious depression and fruitless research effort that has been reported around the department. We've decided to do something about this. In response, the department is creating a new self-help video. This will be part of the initial orientation material viewed by all graduate students in the department. And we're very happy to show it to you live tonight, right in front of your very eyes.
Ah, look at all the lonely Ah, look at all the lonely Econ PhD picks up a chalk in the room where our workshop has been. Looking so grim, waiting at Bozeman, writing the paper she keeps on the desk by the door. Who is it for? All the lonely students. Where do they all come from? All the lonely students. Where do they all belong? Professor Margot fixing the slides of a lecture that no one in here. Working, drawing his graphs on a blackboard where nobody's there. What does he care? All the lonely students, where do they all belong? All the lonely students, where do they all belong? Oh, look at all Econ PhD went to her thesis defense and was covered with shame. Nobody came. Professor Margot wiping the chalk from his hands as he walks away tired. No one was hired. Where do they all come from? All the lonely students. Where do they all belong?
The final agenda item is to talk about the record number of students. I open the floor for discussion.
Mr. Chairman, you gave us only a phrase, not a full sentence. Exactly what are we supposed to be discussing? The record number of students taking courses?
The record number of students applied to our programs?
Wait, I know. The record number of students eating in the BU faculty club?
The record number of students making conference presentations?
The record number of students having trouble getting jobs in the US this year?
No. The record number of students attending the Skit party.
Yes, that's what I wanted to discuss. Glad to get it over with. Now I can truthfully tell the dean we discussed all of these topics. Meeting adjourned.